On the night of December 19, 2011, something strange happened on a desolate stretch of Highway 50 in Nevada. It was a Saturday night, and the highway, also known as the loneliest road in America, was just as empty as it is on most nights. But this night would be different, because this night, the desert went silent. At about 10:30 p.m., a white Toyota Scion, traveling eastbound on Highway 50 near the small town of Middlegate, Nevada, suddenly veered off the road and into the desert on the south side of the highway. The car rolled to a stop after crashing into a wooden power pole and a metal sign, and when emergency services arrived at the scene, they found something that would turn this car crash into one of the biggest mysteries in Nevada history. Inside the car, they found 36-year-old Brionciella Haston and her 9-month-old daughter, Amora. Brionciella was slumped over the steering wheel, and Amora was in her car seat in the back seat. They were both unconscious. And when emergency services personnel tried to wake them up, they realized that they had both stopped breathing. Their vital signs had already become extremely faint, and despite being rushed to the nearest hospital, both mother and daughter were pronounced dead. But how did this happen? At first, authorities believed that the crash had somehow caused their deaths. Perhaps the impact had somehow interfered with their breathing. But that theory was quickly disproven when an autopsy revealed that neither Brian nor Amora had any significant injuries from the crash. In fact, the only significant injury that Amora had was a small cut on her forehead. So if the crash didn't kill them, then what did? Well, as it turns out, police soon discovered that there was no crash at all. The part of the highway where the incident occurred was equipped with a relatively new technology called an ITS, or an Intelligent Transportation System. And this system sends instant alerts to emergency services in the event of a vehicle leaving the road. And when police checked the system, they discovered that it had not been activated, meaning that the car hadn't actually crashed. Instead, someone had turned off the ignition and killed the engine while the car was still moving, causing it to eventually come to a stop. But why? Was this some kind of elaborate murder-suicide? Was it a case of accidental asphyxiation? Or was there something else involved? Well, to this day, the case remains unsolved. And while police believe that foul play was not involved, the case was never officially closed. So the true cause of the incident, and the reason that the desert went silent that night, may never be known. I'm the host. And if you want to see another strange and mysterious case, then I suggest you watch the case of the Texarkana Moonlight Murders. But if you want to see more from me, then stay tuned for more content.